Hello and welcome to Learn Maths with Bola. So today we'll be solving a set question using the Venn diagram. And the question is as follows. A survey was conducted among 200 people regarding their preference for three types of sports, named football, basketball, and tennis. The results are as follows. 90 people like football, 80 people like basketball, 70 people like tennis, 40 people like football and basketball, 30 people like basketball and tennis, and 20 people like football and tennis. 10 people like all three sports. The questions are: how many people like football? How many people like only basketball? How many people like only tennis? How many people like exactly two of the sports? And the fifth question, how many people do not like any of these sports? So let's proceed to solve this question. First, listing out the information we were given in the question. So the total number of students is 300. And the number of students who love football are 90. So now this is the total number of students who like football. So this number includes everybody that loves football, even if they love basketball or tennis, or even if they like all the sports. And the same goes to the number of students that loves basketball. Then those who love tennis is 70. Now the people who love football and basketball are 40. In this same set, I'm using the set signs, and your N means intercept here. So now the number of students who loves football and basketball, and they can also be the students who love tennis too. So in this number you have students who love football, who love basketball, and those who also love tennis. Then you have the intercept for basketball and tennis is 30. Then football and tennis you have 20. And then we are told that the number of students who loves football, basketball, and tennis are 10. So these ones, they love football, they love basketball, they love tennis. So they love all three sports. The next thing, I've written out the information we got from the survey in a single file so that we can use that information to simplify and solve the questions. Now I'm drawing a simple Venn diagram where we are going to be having since we have three spots, so we'll have 3 circles. So the first one in green color is football. The second one in red color is basketball. And the third one in the purple color is tennis. Now, I love using the Venn diagram to solve some of these questions because it helps me to visualize what I'm doing. So when I'm able to visualize what I do, it makes solving my question easier. Now, we want to know the number of students who love only football. So we want to label the Venn diagram. So we'll start with the number of students who love all the sports, and that section where all the circle meets is where you have the number of students who love all the sports. Now in this particular section is where you have the students who love all the sports, and this section here is where you have all the students. So what do is to write the 10 and put in the students who love football and basketball. And if you remember that I said that the students who love football and basketball, in that number you have students who also love the tennis game. You have students who also love the tennis game. So to know the exact number of students who love football and basketball only, then we have to remove the number of students who love football, basketball, and tennis, and that will give us 30. Let me explain that again. That section that you have, this section here, shows the number of students who love football and basketball. So this section represents the number of students who love football and basketball only. To do or to write the section that represents those who love basketball and tennis. So we're solving for those who love basketball and tennis only. Remember the word only. So they love only basketball and tennis, and the arrow is pointing to the section for those who love basketball and tennis. So it will follow the previous one where we have those who love basketball and tennis are 30, and that includes those who love basketball, tennis, and football. So we'll be removing that 10 from the 30 to get 20. And we'll write our 30 in the section. We'll go on again to check for those who love football and tennis only. Football and tennis only. So football and tennis is 20. And in that 20, we have the 10 who love all three sports. So we'll have 20 minus 10 to give us 10. Now we have done the intercepts. What we have left is to know those who love only football. They do not love any other sports except football. Then those who love only basketball and those who love only tennis. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends. So we'll continue. Now let's calculate those who love only football. And from the question, we were told that 90 people love football. So in the 90 that love football, if you look at this circle, we have those who love football and basketball, we have those who love football and tennis, and we have those who love all of the three sports. So to know those who love only football, we have to subtract the other ones from the 90. So now we take everything in the brackets to have. So what I did in a way to explain and simplify is to first add 30 and 10 and 10 to get 50. So we know 50 of those who love football love at least one other sport. So to know those who love only football, we would have 90 minus those 50. So those 50 are already in another part of the circle. So we'll subtract them from the 90 to have 40. Then we'll put our 40 in that part of the bracket. You can see that that part of the bracket does not intercept or have any other color of the line of circle in that area. So that area represents only football. Then we go on to basketball and we'll do the same thing for basketball. So we'll add the 30, 10 and 20 together to have 60. So those who love basketball and at least one other sport are 60. So we'd have 80 minus 60 and that would give us 20. So what do? We put our 20 into the circle. Then we'll go on to tennis and we'll do the same thing. So those who love tennis and at least one sport is going to be 10 plus 10 plus 20, and that is 40. So we'll have 70 minus 40 and that will give us 30. So we'll put in 30. So what I want you to get is that when you are solving using Venn diagram, everything in your circle must not exceed the number of the total people. Like here in the tennis, when you had everything in this circle, and that is why I made the circle well highlighted and bold. So everything in this circle must not be more than 70. The moment it is more than 70, that means that something is wrong somewhere. So when we add 30 plus 10, we have 40, plus 10, we have 50, plus 20, we have 70. So we know that our answer at this point, we got it right. So now let's use the information in the Venn diagram to solve our questions. So this is the part I love most. Once you are done with your Venn diagram, you can easily, without stress, answer all the questions, because all you need to do is pick the information from the Venn diagram. So we have, how many people like only football? Very easy. I remember saying it, and that would be 40, because that section is where there is no intercept. Now the second question says, how many people like only basketball? Very simple again. You have 20. Remember that only basketball will not be intercepting with any other parts of the other circles. So we have 20 people. Then how many people like only tennis? And that will give us 30. Then the fourth question says, how many people like exactly 2 of these sports? They love exactly 2. That means that we are looking at the people who love only 2 of the sports. They do not love 3. And then you have the intercept of the circles. And I highlighted them using an arrow to show you that part where you have those who like exactly 2 of the sports. And that gives you 30 plus 20 plus 10. And that is 60. So that is 60 people. Then the last question says, how many people do not like any of the sports? So when you want to solve this, you want to think that, wow, this is not given in the Venn diagram. Very true. But it can easily be solved. And how do we do this? The people who do not like any of the sports will be the people that are not in any part of the circle. So that means that when you have to add everything in the circle, all the numbers in the circle, and remove it from the total number of students in the survey. And let's do that together. So I decided to use the tally method. Like I tell you every time in the video, I love doing my things in a way that I would minimize error, because I'm prone to error and I don't like making errors that can cost me time and probably even make me get the wrong answers. So I'll be using the tally. And what do I mean by this? I'll cancel the number, then write it so that I'll know the ones I've written out. So we have 30. So if you are doing this in an exam, like I tell my students, always have a pencil and eraser. So you can just use a pencil to cancel. When you are done, you can always erase it. So just cancel the 30, you write it. The next one is 20. So you had 20 plus 10 plus 20 again plus 30 plus 10 plus 40. So as simple as that. You can see that I know that I've covered everything. So what I just do is to remove all the tally signs. So when I add this together, we have 30 plus 20 plus 10. So can we do that together? 30 plus 20 is 50, plus 10, 60, plus 20 again, that is going to give us 80, plus 30, that is what? 110, plus 10, that is 120, and plus 40, we have 160. So the total number of students is 200. So invariably, when you look at this, you can see that 200 is more than 40. So we have 200 minus 160 gives us 40. So the students who do not like any sports amongst these three, they probably may like other sports, maybe like swimming or others, but swimming is not part of the survey. It's 40. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow on all our social media pages. Thank you for watching once again. Bye.